Good afternoon. Happy hump day, Women on the Rise. We are Women on the Rise. I am your host of the We Are Women on the Rise chat, midday chat. Today's special guest is Pastor Kymberely Clemons-Jones, formerly. I can't wait to talk to her today. We are going to be talking about all the awesome work she is doing with her church, with her, let's see, where are we now? I'm going to do some household stuff and introduce and invite some people in. Invite people in. Let's see, Pastor Casey coming on to the show. I'm just going to share this out while we wait for her to come in. I hope it works. Because
hey, we did it. Wonderful.
Let's just share. Pastor Casey and I have tried this because this Facebook Live thing is new to a few of us, right? So we tried it and we had some technical difficulties the other day. And
or at least
you know what? The phone is going in and out, but that's okay. We should be fine. How are you this evening? I mean, it's not evening, this afternoon, I should say.
I know, Marcia, it's 12 o'clock in the afternoon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I am doing just fine. Thank you. I don't know where I'm looking because everything just looks different on the phone. So I'm hoping I'm in the camera.
You are totally in the camera. You are just shy, perfectly centered. I think we're all too. Go like this. Go like this. There you go. Perfect.
Like this? Oh, okay.
I love that head wrap. Thank you so
thank you.
Coming all done up. I love your stain of lip color. I tend to be very boring with the red. Every now and then.
Not today. You are looking great in your red. It looks wonderful.
Thank you so much. So, Casey, I want to get into it with you. And can you share with our teammates here on Facebook a little bit about yourself, and then we'll take it from there.
Sure. Well, my name is Kymberely Clemons-Jones, and I go by Rev KC most of the time. That's what people call me. And I am a pastor of a church, Valley Stream Presbyterian Church in Valley Stream, New York. I am also principal and founder of Restored Life, which is my coaching business, where I focus mostly on spirituality and coaching. And my last job is really not my last job. My family is my job also. But I run a nonprofit organization called The Wanted Project. And it's a mentoring program for young men of color, ages 12 to 18. And we tell them that they are wanted for good reasons. They're wanted because they're worthy, accountable, named, thankful, empowered, and determined. So as you can see,
yes, we do see that. The phone we're going to have maybe a couple of blips. We just bleeped in and out, but that's okay. That is so fantastic. So just so that everyone knows, I am no stranger to Reverend Casey. I am one of her followers, clients, sister friends. We are so, she's such a spiritual mentor and coach to me. I go to her whenever I am like feeling away. She's one of the people on my call list. And today is a perfect day for us to be talking together because it's one of those days. This weather got me down. My nose is not right. My throat is not right.
Oh boy.
Everything is just.
You're gonna have to tap through that.
That's one thing I want you to be able to share with the people here on Facebook. You and I have you in your Restored Life coaching business. You use EFT, emotional freedom technique. as
Techniques.
one of your modalities to coach and work through things with your clients. And I want you to, and I have done it with you. We have practiced together. And I tell you, guys, if you don't know what EFT is, if you haven't experienced it before, we might just do it on this phone, on this live, if you want
to do it.
Just to show the people what it is and really have people understand the benefits of it. I want to talk more about the EFT, right? Explain to people what that is and how you use that in your coaching through Restored Life.
Okay, so emotional freedom techniques is at best, at the minimum, it is a stress reliever. But it changes so many people's lives, and in fact, it's changed my life too. So EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques. And basically, while you're tapping on some acupressure points from head to about side level, you are stating what the problem is. And while you're tapping on your acupressure points, it is changing your perspective on the problem, because we have cortisol built up within us that makes us anxious. And while you're tapping on these points, you're shooting in the endorphins, the serotonin, which is going to calm you down and bring you to a relaxed state. And so as you're tapping on the problem, you're getting serotonin pushed into those places, and your mind just shifts, because no longer is it triggered by the cortisol or the anxiety of the problem, but it's triggered by the serotonin and the release mechanism. So it has, again, changed my life. It has changed many lives of people that I've worked with, because it brings you down almost immediately. You don't have to wait, days, weeks. Therapy is really, really good. And I suggest it highly for people. It is a quick fix when you're in trouble.
It has helped me greatly. And I tell you, I think if you attended the 3rd annual Women on the Rise conference, you probably would have been there when we tapped in front of the audience there. And I had full anxiety. As an event producer, you're running an event. It's, people's perception. You want to make sure people are enjoying themselves. They're getting what they need out of this event. So my energy level was high. My anxiety level, I should say, was high. And so you needed to volunteer, and I volunteered. And that was my first time doing it. And the audience saw immediately my reaction, while in the process, it went from my harsh, probably stance and my tenseness. And during the session, it totally, I melted into the seat. And that's really what you do, right? You're releasing, like you're releasing whatever tension, stress, that's in your body, your spirit, and all that. So I really think that it is something that people need to learn more about. It is a great source of stress relief, just so that people also know you are the author. You're an author too. You're a best-selling author. You have written several books.
I have.
And one of them is Life Balance for Women on the Rise. You wrote the chapter on spirituality. And you talk to women about releasing stress and ways that you can manage and release stress. And EFT is one of those fantastic ways. How can we really pull people into knowing and trusting it more? What is it why do you think people are so skeptical? Is it because they haven't heard of it? How can we encourage people to seek more treatments using EFT and how it correlates to mental health, right? So many people, that's such a big subject in our world, especially for us women. This is our year. This is our time. Last year was really moving and empowering, but let's not forget that we do need to take care of ourselves, right? And get health right. So what can we do to make people believe in the effects of EFT?
Well, you know what? You can't make anyone do anything that they don't want to do. And I found that out. But I think EFT has been out, coming out more and more and more people are doing it. And so I think as people start hearing about it and really start trying to participate in it, then it will spread. Mental health is just, it's getting worse in the age of Trump, I have to say. We're stressed out from the time we wake up to the time we go to bed. And it's not only our stress, but it's like that psychic stress of the world. And what is he doing again? You know, today, what are we going to find out today? And so people really have to want to go after that stress freedom, is what I call it. They really have to think about themselves first, right? It's like the whole airline and the oxygen mask. You have to put your mask on first. And if we think about it in that way, if we think about, I have to take care of my kids, I have to take care of my parishioners, I have to take care of my clients, and know that we have to be straight and on point. Our souls have to be well, right? Then we will seek those techniques. And EFT is one of those things that we can give them. Again, I just can't stress how amazing EFT is.
Let us get into it. We'll do just a quick exercise just to show people how it works and what you take them through as you're taking them through your session. And this is a perfect example to show people that you can do this virtually. It's not something that has to be done live. In the age of technology, with the face-to-face interactions, it is absolutely something you can do with your clients, and you have done with your clients virtually. So
many of my clients, even the local ones, you know, it's wintertime, it's cold, nobody wants to go out of their houses. And so my local clients, I had a client I ended with in Wisconsin. So we can do this through Zoom or Skype or whatever your technology is. So
later on, we're going to have you
put
in how they can reach you into the comments, and then I'll put it into the link. We'll do that later, but let's give them, you know, am I going to have to release what's paining me these days?
I would love for you to release it, because the day is yours. And if you don't release it, you're going to carry it on your back. And Marsha, what I always say is the hardest thing to do is to just do it, right? Because everybody knows how we're supposed to act. We know how we're supposed to do self-care. We know what's going to make us feel better. We do. Right. But the hardest part is just going ahead and doing it. So we have to go ahead and do it.
Okay, guys.
And we can even motivate ourselves to do things with EFT.
We're going to show the people. We're going to get into it. If you guys are watching right now, thank you guys who are live watching us. Share this out with your friends. If you catch us on the replay later on, share this out with your friends. Reverend Casey is going to take me through a quick run of the Emotional Freedom Technique EFT. So how do we begin?
Wonderful.
Should I put my glasses off?
Okay. So take your glasses off. Absolutely. So tell me one of the things that you might be stressing about today that we can tap on.
Okay. I am stressing about today, the reality transparency. I'm working on a Kickstarter campaign, and I'm just stressing out about my marketing outreach and what I am doing right now to kind of get things in motion before launch.
Okay. So let's start tapping. This is what we call the karate chop point. I hope you all can see it. Karate chop, like ha. So you start tapping on this because one of your meridian points is here, okay? So just tap on it. And I want you, Marsha, to repeat after me, and we do it in the negative, even though I'm really stressed out about this marketing campaign. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I am extremely anxiety ridden about this marketing campaign.
I am extremely anxiety ridden about this marketing campaign.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though I'm really, really, really anxious.
Even though I'm really, really, really anxious.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
So when we started tapping, Marsha, on a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being the highest, how anxious were you?
I would say a 7.
Okay. So you were a 7. And I'm saying that now because I already see your anxiety level going down. Okay. So tap after me. This anxiety, inside eyebrow, this anxiety.
This anxiety.
Outside eyebrow, this anxiety.
This anxiety.
Under the eye, this anxiety.
This anxiety.
Under the nose, I'm so anxious.
I'm so anxious.
On the chin, I'm so very anxious about this marketing campaign.
I'm so very anxious about this marketing campaign.
Under your collarbone, this anxiety.
This anxiety.
And then under your armpit, this anxiety.
This anxiety.
Let's go to the top of the head, this anxiety.
This anxiety.
Really, really anxious about this Kickstarter campaign.
Really, really anxious about this Kickstarter campaign.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it well.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it well.
There's just so many moving pieces.
There's just so many moving pieces.
This anxiety.
This anxiety.
Chin, this anxiety.
This anxiety.
This anxiety, collarbone.
This anxiety.
And then we call it bra strap here. This anxiety.
This anxiety.
Okay, so we're going to stop. I'm going to take a deep breath in and blow it out. Let's see if it went down. Did it go down any?
You know it always works for me. It went down. You feel the energy and just rush through your system. There is a place in your body, right, that you're feeling the most tension, and it's never in the same place. Every time we do this together, it's the tension is never in the same place, and you do feel that rush, like you said, that adrenaline just escaping.
Right. So the energy blockages, right, as we tap around are being shot with serotonin, the feel-good hormone. And so it's going to make you calm and relax. And the great thing about EFT is that they're borrowed benefits. So even though I'm tapping with you, other people who are going to tap with this video later, it doesn't matter what they're tapping on. Their anxiety level is going to come down too. So it's borrowed benefits.
Show us some hearts if you were paying attention in this moment, if you felt that tension and anxiety go down. Just show us some hearts, send us some love, let us know, put in your comments, let us know if you did it while we were doing it and how you felt. Do you think we should do it one more round just to let people at home do it at the same time?
Okay. Yes, we can do it. We can do it. Now, did yours go down from a 7 to a what? So we can pick up, or we can move to another topic if it's already.
I feel like it's like really at like a 4, 3. Like
a 4. Let's go. Let's go down then. Absolutely. Okay. Because we want you to get it down to a 1 or a 0, so you can be done with it and get on with the day, right? So let's tap. Even though I still feel a little anxious about doing this Kickstarter marketing.
I still feel a little anxious about doing this Kickstarter marketing.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
And you don't even have to say, I love myself. I deeply and completely, you could say, I like myself, because some people can't say that they love themselves. Some people can say, I know that God loves me, even though something, I know that God loves me. So that affirmation at the end can be anything that you want it to be, which is great. Okay. So even though I'm still a little bit anxious about this Kickstarter campaign.
I'm still a little bit anxious about this Kickstarter campaign.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Even though
I
still have to do this Kickstarter campaign today.
I still have to do this Kickstarter campaign today.
And I'm anxious about it. I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Someone said that they're sleepy now. Yes, you will feel sleepy. And the reason why you feel sleepy is because your body, it doesn't know how to feel calm. And I'll tell you a story about that in a minute. So that's calmness coming. So when your body is not calm, you're going to feel sleepy. But when you get used to the feeling, you're just going to feel calm. Yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's tap this anxiety.
This anxiety.
This anxiety.
This anxiety.
Now, where do you feel the anxiety in your body?
When we first started, it was in my midsection towards my back. And
okay.
Now it's in my legs.
Okay, this anxiety in my legs.
This anxiety in my legs.
And you know, legs, sometimes if you have anxiety in your legs, it could be a fear of moving forward, right? This anxiety.
This anxiety.
This anxiety in my legs.
This anxiety in my leg.
It's stopping my legs from moving forward.
Stopping my legs from moving forward.
This anxiety in my legs.
This anxiety in my legs.
What would I do if I didn't have this anxiety in my legs?
What would I do if I didn't have this anxiety in my legs?
This anxiety.
This anxiety.
This anxiety.
This anxiety.
Thanks. This anxiety.
This anxiety.
Feel it going down. This anxiety.
This anxiety. I feel it going down.
Yeah. When you start closing your eyes and you hear people going, you know, letting loose, and the shoulders start, even when I do it, I'm like, oh, I feel really good. This anxiety. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in and just blow it out. All right, so 0 to 10, where's your anxiety about Kickstarter?
It's really at like a 1. And even in my legs, I feel the release of that feeling pushing down and pushing out. It's no longer where it was when you asked me that feeling.
Right.
I don't feel that heaviness, because what the feeling is just a heavy pressure, right? I don't feel right now, and I'm very calm. I feel very relaxed.
Amen. So am I. I hope everybody else is too. I see Natasha's on. Hey, Natasha. So funny story. My husband had knee pain, and it was at a 10, and it was killing him. And I was like, Phil, let's tap. And he's like, let's tap. Okay, I'll go tap because my wife told me.
I lost her, y'all. I'm so sorry. I lost her right in the middle. Okay, there we go.
It worked. All I had to do was hit. Okay, so that's okay. He was tapping and he went down to a 4. And I said, oh, okay. And he says, oh, okay. It's at a 4. This is great. And I said, well, don't you want no pain at all? Like, don't you want to be a 0? Like, why are we stopping? He's like, oh no, I feel woozy. I'm like, no, you don't feel woozy. You just don't know what calm is. He's like, yeah, it's okay. I'll stay at the 4. So some people want to stay at 4, but you do this for physical pain. You do this for emotional pain, psychological pain. I've worked with people who have gone through trauma, PTSD, and it has pulled it down. And EFT is not a substitute for going to therapy or going to a counselor or going to the doctor. But what it will do is calm you down enough so that when you do go to them, you'll get the most effective care that you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just one of the techniques that I do. It's called Emotional Freedom Techniques with an S, because what I did with you is just the very basics. There's all kind of different techniques within EFT that will, diminish, people have been like abused, and they often say, well, I don't want to forgive or forget. And even if you don't want to forgive or forget the abuse, you're not going to forget it. Even if you if your perspective changes on it, it's only going to help you live day to day. You're not going to forget about it, but that emotional charge that you have around it is going to diminish significantly so that you can go on with the rest of your life.
Right. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Tell the people how they can find you so that they could get in touch with you one-on-one. I mean, your name is linked here, but do you have a website? Where can they make an appointment with you so that they can do this one-on-one with you?
Sure. So I am at www.restorationlifecoach.com. My email address is kcjones@restorationlifecoach.com. And I have a Facebook page called Restored Life on Facebook. I also have a Facebook group for care, compassion, and courage for women in ministry, where I do some mentoring. And then again, the Wanted Project, if your viewers have young men of color ages 12 to 18 in the Valley Stream area, you can reach us through the website, thewantedproject.org.
The Wanted Project is such an amazing, fantastic project. It's not a project, it's a program. They take these young men for weeks at a time. It's a great mentoring program. They have phenomenal leaders that come in and facilitate workshops to help the young men become real fantastic citizens of our world, to understand that they are worthy, to understand that they are loved by our community. Our society will see them differently. And it's just a great program. And, it's not because I'm a board member I'm saying that, y'all.
Yes. Yes. And no, it's a wonderful program. And we're in Ghana, West Africa as well, working in the juvenile detention center there. And the boys cannot be released from the program until they go through our program. So it's instituted there now. Yeah,
what
it is.
Phenomenal blessing. And we are waiting for you to do the same program with the girls.
Yes. I get that a lot. In fact, the girls in my church, they're like, so Reverend Jones, when are you going to do the girls? And so we just, and then possibly move on to the girls. It's a lot of work. Anybody want to help with that? Come on in. What's that?
We are taking volunteers for the Wanted nonprofit organization called the Wanted Project. You'll find them on Facebook. So I want you to share with everyone what programs you have available. This is like you guys saw. A lot of you were able to tap with me. It's also great to do in a group setting. So it's not just one-on-one. You do this in group training as well.
Yes. I do. Group training is really a lot of fun because you get to tap with other women and men, but my population really is women. I'm going to start tapping with the youth also, because they really need to know that they can reduce this stress in their life. They have to know it at a young age, because where are we now? We're still trying to catch up, right? Right. And if they start, and in fact, Body and Brain, which is a yoga center, a local yoga center in Long Island, they have similar kind of tapping techniques, but they use the belly to tap on, because from the belly is all of the serotonin comes from the belly. I guess you guys didn't know that. I got lots of information for you. But anyway, they go into schools and these kids are meditating before.
I guess we are having just a little bit technical difficulties. We are at 1:30. We have hit our 30-minute mark. We've lost Reverend Kymberely Clemons-Jones. I just want to thank her for coming into our chat room this afternoon. And guys, she has a group where you could locate her as well, and she will be ready to, let's see, just so invite her in one more time just so she could say goodnight to you guys.
Okay, I lost you for a minute. Yeah, I think I'm back.
You're back. Yes. You're back. You're back. I was just saying, thanking everyone, and thank you for joining me today for our time chat. It's been great having you. And don't you just love this Facebook Live split screen?
I do love it. I'm going to start doing it. Thanks to you. I'm going to start doing it myself.
Right. I think
I love it.
Wings. It gives you wings. Facebook Live is not my most favorite thing, but I love being able to bring people together this way. So thank you for coming in. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you for having me.
I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye.